And the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taoreel Lagbaja, has identified inadequate manpower and funding, as well as lack of a viable industrial base, as the challenges plaguing the Nigerian Army's contribution to national development. He disclosed this while delivering the Distinguished Personality Lecture organized by Center for Peace and Strategic Studies, University of Ilorin, and the Martin Luther Agwa International Leadership and Peacekeeping Center, Jaji. TVC's Ibrahim Alege reports.
The lecture of the Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Taoreel Lagbaja, focused on the roles and contributions of the Nigerian Army to national development. He was represented by the Chief of Training, Army, Major General Sani Mohammed. He identified some of the contributions of the Nigerian Army to national development.
It is important to examine ways that the Nigerian Army can perform its role optimally and contribute effectively to national development. This will require the enhancement of Nigerian Army's effectiveness in internal security operations, continuously improve on the human capital, and relate cordially with the political class and civilians who are to be secured.
Though some of the military hardwares are now produced in Nigeria, Lieutenant General Lagbaja said more than 90% of military requirements are imported due to lack of industrial base. The Chief of Army Staff also identified inadequate manpower and funding, as well as poor understanding of security by Nigerians as the major challenges and the way forward.
Implementation of the Defense Industries Corporation Act 2023. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's assent to the Act is a positive and forward-looking move, given the number of positive issues covered in the Act, including the involvement of the private sector and taxing of all defense contracts to raise funds.
In his remarks, the Vice Chancellor of the University of Ilorin, Professor Wahab Egbewoli, advocated continuous maintenance of peace and security for development.
And it is in the light of this that we believe that engagement of this nature will further provide the necessary theoretical underpinnings on the study of peace for development.
The center has been able to produce not less than 50 PhD orders for the Nigerian armies. And for the master's level, we have been able to produce nothing less than 200.
The lecture was organized to mark the United Nations International Day of Peace.
Peace is everybody's business, and without peace and security, there cannot be development. And this explains why participants at this lecture are calling for maximum support for the Nigerian military in order to boost national security. Ibrahim Alege, TVC News, Ilorin.